Michigan is a mosaic of natural wonders. Some go unnoticed because of their small size. Others, we only share fleeting experiences with. Many more are only seen by the curious who venture into the woods, or the lost, or some combination of the two. Under the green curtain of the forest canopy is a world both connected to us and separate from us. These turkey vultures are the only scavenger bird that is unable to kill its own prey, so they're completely dependent on their sense of smell to detect freshly dead animals, which they can do at up to a mile away. Their olfactory senses have brought them to this location. All they're finding is bones, and it doesn't look like there are enough to go around. The bones are surrounding a fox den. The inhabitants haven't left enough scraps to hold the turkey vulture's attention for long. Sitting here in the river, I spent the last couple hours filming a fox den that's up here. There's 5 kits in there, and they come out and play with each other and run all over this ridge here and come down to the river. But unfortunately not when I have my camera and not when I'm around. So I left a bunch of camera traps all the way around their den. I'll come back in like probably 5 days and pick them up and see what we have. These fox play into the night. The skills they're developing will eventually help them to survive, but in these first stages of life, it's just fun and games. Right next to the den, a Luna moth enters its last stage of life. In the last stage of the life of the Luna moth, it will not eat because it has no mouth. It will only live for 10 days. The long tail at the end of the Luna moth's wings undulate as they fly, deflecting the sound waves from bats' echolocation like camouflage for sound. Lake Huron can be clear enough to see shipwrecks. The streams and rivers that feed the lakes are often also clear and full of life.
Even light rains flush fertilizers, poisons, hydrocarbons, and sediment into the rivers and lake. I wonder how fish navigate and find food when their clear water turns thick and brown. Some fish have been found to use the polarity of the Earth to navigate. The same force that pulls the needle of a compass to the north helps certain fish find their way. It's thought that the red fox can detect the polarity of the Earth as well, and they use this force to hunt. Developing skills through play is an adaptive characteristic found in both of our species. It was not that long ago in human history that children would play all day and most of the night, probably pretty similar to this. In our factory model of schooling, children with the strongest adaptive urges to play are often punished and sometimes drugged into compliance. It's been shown that children learn more through play than they do in a classroom. What different creatures our ancient human ancestors must have been. When I was reviewing my footage, I was surprised to see a fox mother from a neighboring den bring her pups over to play with the group that I had been filming. I'm always excited to see what I'll find on my forays into the woods. The more I discover, the more similarities I see between species, and it affirms my convictions that we are all connected on this giant organism we call Earth.